Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Rainbow Goddess YouTube channel. It is an honor to be here with each one of you. My name is Rosalie, and I am so excited to be here to bring forward some messages for all of you today as I was tuning in. And I wanted to bring through some helpful guidance and messages for each one of you as we are moving into August, as we are approaching this 8-8 portal alignment. And really, these messages are for your soul to support you in moving into your next highest alignment and supporting you on your path of expansion and growth. So, as I was tuning in to the field and asking to receive what is the guidance, what is the messages, what do we need to know? I was feeling so strongly this need for the Starseed community to remember their garden. And of course, it made so much sense to me because for those of you who really connect with being a star seed, reminding you that what does a seed need to grow? That we all carry this beautiful, innate higher wisdom and access to our cosmic consciousness, which is that part of us that's able to connect beyond this dimensional realm, this dimensional frequency. We are able to stream in and intuitively bring in information and beauty and creativity and innovation that is just far beyond this physical realm. But how do we do this? How do we connect with this information? How do we bring it in? How do we actually seed it into the earth? And I was being shown that we need to create a space where our soul feels nurtured, our human feels nurtured, and an environment that is conducive to connecting and bringing in our soul gifts and higher wisdom. And so, of course, like when we're planting a garden, when we're, creating anything, like when we're going to plant some flowers or some cucumbers, we know that the soil needs to be rich with nutrients. We know that there needs to be enough sunlight, enough water, and food and replenishing things like that to really support the garden to grow. And so moving into August and moving in through this 8-8 portal, I feel it's to remind you all to nurture and water your garden and to create an environment that is conducive and supportive for your creativity, for your growth and expansion, for your intuition and guidance to come through. And so the message is really, how do we connect? How do we nurture that inner garden as well, that inner space, that inner temple space? And this is where spending time in nature and taking time to be in stillness and receptivity and moving into that feminine energy of receiving and nurturing and loving ourselves and loving our beautiful bodies and really nurturing our spirits is going to help us grow immensely. Because in actuality, so many of us are actually really deprived of nourishment. And this is in all sorts of ways. We can be starved of things that provide us comfort and nourishment in our hearts, in our souls, in our bodies, in our minds, all of it. So we really need to take better care of ourselves in all different kinds of ways. We need to be really feeling into how we are supporting the four body system to be able to really help ourselves grow and become the best versions of ourselves. But if we're coming from this place or space of achievement and drive and needing to force yourself to be something, and you're not coming from that nurturing and loving space, then your seeds in your garden aren't going to flourish and grow, and neither are you. So, to remind you all, to remind you that you are like the seeds, that you are so sacred and so special in that you have so much to offer the world. We all do, each and every single one of us on this planet. Yet we forget how to practice that self-care and to really nurture it and nourish our gardens and our bodies, our minds and our spirits. And so one of the practices that I do each day is a non-negotiable daily practice to really nurture myself, really replenish myself. And I do this in all sorts of ways. I find for me personally, yoga and movement is so impactful for me because when I can connect with my body and I can stretch and I can move energy through these different yoga practices, it really helps me feel more grounded and more in my body and more balanced. And then yoga is really beautiful because it's also a mindful practice because there's different kinds of yoga. Like when we are practicing yin yoga, it's much slower and you're holding more postures for longer periods of time. And during that time, if you notice that your mind is wandering, then you know that there is a lot of busyness happening within your mental body. And we can feel imbalanced when our mental body and our physical body and our emotional body and our spiritual body are not working in alignment. So, all of these things are so important if we really want to show up and be our best selves and be the creators and the innovators that we came here to be. Because if our well is dry, if we're not supporting an aspect of our four body system, if we're not getting enough water, enough rest, if we're not doing things that really nurture our hearts and light us up and bring us in joy, then there's going to be an aspect of our creational energy that just can't move through that environment. It can't grow. So this message is so strong and it sounds so simple that you could even bypass it. You could just say, yeah, Rosalie, I'll get more sleep or I'll, practice self-care. But no, we really do need to implement this into our daily lives because what we're preparing for, what the planet is asking of us right now is to create this environment so that we can receive the ideas and the frequencies to begin to create the new earth, or as I like to say, heaven on earth. So we first need to embody it and feel it within our own bodies, within our own being, within our own consciousness. We need to feel connected, grounded, harmonious, balanced, supported, and loved. And all of that energy that we give to those that we love, like when we take care of our children, when we take care of our plants, when we take care of our homes, when we do all these things from that space of love because we're caring for them, we want to see them grow and be happy and flourish. We also need to remind ourselves that we need to do all those things for ourselves as well. And there's all different ways that you can nurture yourself, nurture your spirit. One of the ways that I most feel nurtured is when I'm connecting with the elements, when I'm connecting with the earth, the air, the water, when I'm connecting with the flame of a fire, because elements are very powerful and potent and they're very activating. And of course, there is just this beautiful innate connection that we have to them. And they help to aliven and awaken things within us. So, when we go and we look at a waterfall, the energy that's coming from that waterfall, the purity, the cleansing, the clarity can really support you and feeling that more within yourself. When we connect with fire, this can help stoke our own internal fire, can help us to activate and awaken that fire or that energy within us so that we can find that passion and that drive and that motivation to do things that are going to light us up and ignite our heart space. And then the earth is so nourishing. The earth is holding you. She is mother. She is of you and you are of her. And when we connect with the earth, we feel that loving embrace. We feel that sweet support underneath our feet, that we know that we can walk this journey. When we connect with air, we feel expansive. We feel alive. We feel supported. And we can also connect with spirit through air because we can receive messages within the wind. We can receive guidance when we really tune into it. And of course, breath and breathing also helps us connect with our spirit. Because when we breathe in, this allows for more of our spirit to come into our body, especially when we do breathing that brings us all the way down into our root. As many of us forget to ground in to our bodies, we forget to breathe our consciousness all the way into our body system, especially as starseeds, because oftentimes these energies that we're connecting with on the planet, they can feel very ungrounding at times. And we may not even realize that we're fragmented or ungrounded. So consciously doing things that support us is going to help us feel happier, more joyful, more alive, more in our hearts, more capable and able to carry out our daily activities and functions. And so this message is so beautiful because it's helping us to come back into alignment with ourselves. Because this is really what this path is about. This journey is all about you. And that may bring up some things because many of us are so focused externally or so focused on what we're here to do that we forget that this journey is about ourselves, about our own healing, and about our own connection to our source within. And so sometimes if we get so focused on all the things we need to do, all the places we need to go, all the people in our lives, or just everything that's external, we can come out of rhythm with ourselves. We can come out of alignment with our spirit because ultimately your spirit is asking you and calling you back home to yourself. It's asking you to pause and reflect and find that balance, the balance between doing and being, between receiving and giving. When we are in balance, in harmony with each energy, masculine, feminine, we come into unification. We're no longer in polarity, duality. And from that place, we actually are holding unity. We're holding the unified field of oneness, where we no longer feel like everything is separate, everything is, out of order. It just comes together in harmony. So I really invite you all to reflect and think about maybe the different ways that you're out of balance in your life, parts of you that you're not giving nourishment or you're neglecting, or even reflecting about your own self. Do you spend most of your time thinking or overthinking? Or do you spend too much of your time feeling like you're completely emotional or over emotional? So, how do we come into greater balance? How do we find this greater balance and harmony within? So, the heart is the unifying chakra. The heart chakra is the unifier. It brings us into a state of harmony and cohesion. And the heart can help us unify our, our mental bodies and our emotional bodies. And by coming into the heart, we can feel centered. And through the heart, it will have its own intelligence. It will communicate with you what needs to be brought into greater alignment. And what I like to do is I like to visualize my heart when I close my eyes as its own temple space. I call this my heart temple. And in sitting within your heart, you can create a sacred space within you that you can go and connect. And you can invite in the light, the love, the grace, the support, the nourishment, and all of your soul family that you feel connected to, your guides, your higher self. And in this place, you can receive and you can communicate and connect. And it takes practice and a willingness to let go, to release the thinking and the doing, and just come into a state of feeling. So I'm going to support each one of you in feeling into your heart temple today. And this is something that I do with my own clients that is so needed and so important whenever we want to manifest or come into greater harmony or alignment or balance in our life. When we create this space within us, then we welcome the light of our soul and our higher self to join us and meet us there. So I'm going to do a quick version of this for all of you, with all of you. So I invite you to ask if now is a good time to create your heart temple. If you're feeling rushed right now, or you have a lot going on and you're not able to slow down, I invite you to come back to this at another time, because this is a really sacred process. This is really something that should be honored, and it is something that should be revered as sacred and divine, because you're connecting with your spirit, you're connecting with your heart, you're connecting with your light. So this is something that we really need to have time for and need to honor. And you can even light a candle or create a little crystal like altar space, or welcome some plants in to create this space, or open a window. Sometimes having the outer environment that is supportive and nurturing can really help us in creating an inner environment that is supportive and nurturing. So if you know that you're really sensitive to your environment, I invite you to do that, to maybe pause this video, find a place where you can get comfortable, that you feel really supported, and create a little altar space, have a little candle. Maybe get a glass of water, or bring your favorite crystal. Make it as comfortable and as cozy as possible. And then when you're ready, we'll just close our eyes and focus our attention and energy inward. So let's start by just taking 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And this just helps us relax and let go. Breathing in and out. Really empty out your lungs. Let it all go. And one big final breath. And let it go. Very good. All right, beloveds. So bring your awareness and your focus inward towards your heart. Call all of your energy back, cleansed, cleared, purified to this present moment now. Ooh. And feel all of that energy pooling in your heart. This is your life force, your energy. And feel within the heart this glowing light. This light is holding the frequencies of divine grace, divine love, and purity. This is the light within you, your divine God spark. And really see, feel, and witness this light beginning to expand and grow. And as this light expands, feel it filling up your entire being, your entire body, head to toe, fingertip to toes, full of this divine light of source. And this light, it comes from within you, from your own God spark. Now, when your heart beats, imagine this wave of light rippling around you like a cosmic heart egg. And this heart field and this beautiful egg forms around you. This pink light, this rose light. And you feel your own heart resonance surrounding you in love. And we ask to clear out anyone else's energy that does not belong to us. Any cords, ribbons, dissolves in this light as we claim our space. This is our space and no one else's. And we send those back with love. With love and blessings, we return all cords and all energies that are not ours within our space, within our bodies, within our minds, above, below, and around us. And just see and know, dissolving in the light of purity, in the diamond white flame of purity, cleansing, clearing, and unifying now. And now that we have strengthened our inner light, you can see this light pouring down below your feet and connecting with the earth, grounding you in, feeling roots moving down your body, down your feet, past your tailbone, connecting into the earth and connecting to the light and love of the earth as Mother welcomes you and greets you. Strengthening that connection to Mother Earth, to Pachamama, Ooh. And she greets you in love. Now, continuing that light all the way up past your crown, past your soul star, through the dimensions 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, all the way to the 12th dimension, where your original Christed blueprint is held, your God consciousness, feeling that pillar of light unifying through all dimensions, 1 through 12, opening and expanding and opening that pillar of light all around you, flooding your being with this light of God, this light of source, all the way through to the 12th dimension, and you can connect with the central sun above you, feeling the light of the central sun connect with your pillar of light and just replenishing your chi, replenishing your life force, replenishing your energy as you move into the eternal life energy current, as your energy returns to source, returning from the bi-wave energies to the triple tri-wave energies. As our energy and life force can always be replenished, as source is our supply, and any energy that needs to be replenished is now replenished through this connection, through your source pillar, through your God pillar, and just feeling and breathing in that light of source. And just feeling that solar sun, that light of source replenishing your pillar of light and your chi. Very good. And you can receive as much light and as much energy from source that you need to replenish all of your cells, all of your being, all that you are. As you are love and you are light, you are not separate from this. This is who you are, beloved. And any energies, frequencies, codes, or structures that are out of alignment to your highest self is now resolved, dissolved, and returned to the source light, cleansed, cleared, purified now. And any energies that we cleared out that are not in harmony with your God self, we just replenish with light and love now. Now that we've established this connection to source and the earth, balanced and harmonious, we ask each one's higher selves to continue to support each individual with this connection and this pillar of light, bridging all connections through all dimensions and unifying, unifying, unifying. Very good. And now, like an elevator, see yourself dropping down, 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 all the way down into your heart. You may see in this elevator a button that has a heart on it, and dropping all the way into your heart. And now, seeing the door is open and you are now in your heart temple. This place is your sacred temple. And it's filled brim to floor with omni love. As we call forward your highest self to greet you in this space, we ask your highest self to support you in feeling more connected to your highest self and your heart, and to bring in whatever you need in your temple space to support you and nourish you. Opening your imagination, your creativity, and feeling, seeing, knowing, or receiving what you need to bring into your heart temple to feel more connected, to feel more supported and balanced in your life. Imagining and feeling whether this temple looks like a big cathedral or a garden or maybe a crystal cave. Or maybe this temple is multi-layered with many rooms and many different places and spaces for your soul to connect and reside. Seeing this place and space flourishing with the beauty of God. Reminding yourself that I am the beauty of God within and throughout every aspect of my being. I am love, I am whole, and I am the divine light. Connecting with your temple space and just seeing if there is anywhere within your heart temple that you need to clear out any energies, like any cobwebs or any dust or debris that just doesn't need to be there. Doing some housekeeping. Maybe you see a beautiful waterfall, cleansing pool of water, or a garden of roses. Allow your imagination to guide you, as this is what helps to connect you to this inner world. Feel the loving vibrations, the peaceful frequencies, the tranquility. Asking, what do I need in this moment to feel safe, to feel loved, to feel supported? And just calling it in. Bringing in the light of grace to fill your temple space. May grace bless each wall, the floor, the roof. I am divine grace, and I welcome the frequency of grace into my temple to clear out any energies that are not in my highest alignment and do not support my heart field. Feeling how loved you are. You may wish to call in your celestial teams. These are your guardians of light, your guardian angels, or your guides that have transcended the polarity matrix and are aligned to the laws of love and the laws of one, as your higher self knows which guardians and teams you are here with at this time, as they may come in to support you, with guiding you and bringing in the support that you need. And maybe your soul connects with mythical creatures as well, like any sacred dragons of the light, fairies. This is your space, your temple space, and only those who are truly at the highest frequencies of divine love may enter and support you. Only those who truly are service to others and aligned to the laws of love and laws of one, and any other beings that no longer serve this plan or this frequency may not enter. Um, just feeling that divine unconditional love frequency that is just emanating and radiating from this heart temple. You may feel the frequency of the rose supporting you and feeling that unconditional love within and unifying your heart, your higher heart with your mind, and just feeling the love that is within you, around you, and that is allowing for these energies and frequencies to nurture your divine heart crystal. And if you would like to spend more time exploring your heart temple, you can do so. But for everyone else, we're going to wind down now. So just seeing yourself return back to that elevator and thanking your celestial guides and beings of light for all their love and support and for all messages that you may have received from them today, and all healing and all light. And now we're just going to ground into the earth, connecting all the way down into the earth, feeling your light and your feet root into the earth, feeling that connection like tree roots grounding you in. Just feeling the earth beneath your feet. And thanking Mother Earth for her love and support today. And asking if there's any messages that Mother Earth has for you while we're grounding into her. This Mother sends her love to you and her gratitude for being here. Mother Earth has some seeds that she would like to offer you. Some seeds of peace and hope and inspiration. And she invites you to plant those seeds in your garden with the seeds of love, and to grow your garden every day, nurturing it and creating the most beautiful garden within, and not allowing anybody to come into your garden who wishes to harm or hurt or destroy this beautiful place and peace that you've created within you. Remembering to have boundaries in a loving way. And it's important to have this place and space within you that is so sacred, so divine, so precious, that you only allow that which is most loving, nurturing, and supporting for you to grow there. And to continue to plant those seeds of new earth and heaven on earth within, so that they will continue to grow and blossom and create the change that we most need on the planet. And as we pray and ask that we all receive the divine ideas and divine inspiration that our soul is here to create and to grow. Thank you, thank you, thank you, God, and so it is. All right, you can open your eyes now. That was so beautiful. Thank you so much, beloveds, for joining me in creating your sacred heart temple today. I hope that you all enjoy that little exercise and that you will continue to nurture, continue to connect with your heart, and just grow that temple, that garden within. I love you all so much, and thank you for joining me today. If you liked this video, please share, and if there's anyone that you feel would really benefit from creating their heart temple, I invite you to share that with them as well. Thank you so much from my heart to all of yours, with love and grace. Namaste.